Doing this, I probably did it in 1/3, if not sooner. I did it in a very short period of time. So when I work next to an edge of wood, the nose opens up to release the head of the nail.
Yeah.
It would hit the wood.
Hey, what's going on? Barnaby here, little froggy in the throat, but you know what? I'm not the dude dispensing the information in this segment. It's gonna be Jack, because we put this tool into his hands and we'd love to know all about it. It is the UFFY Decorative Tack Upholstery Nailer. It needs air put to it, and so for that, your compressor is gonna have to have at least 6.72 CFM at 90 PSI. It has a 6-month warranty to it, and it is self-loading in a sense, so we're gonna talk about all of that with the man. What we're interested in, Jack, we're going to ask you about your business up front to get a sense of where you're coming from, but also what you use this for, how it performed in the course of its duties, and then we're going to get into the design on it, how it feels in your hand, if there's anything about it that is a little bit quirky or maybe wonderful. We'd love to hear about that. Also, talk about the quality. The shop is a punishing place sometimes. Do you think it can take some falls? Is it going to go the distance? And lastly, knowing what it costs. This is the big one for people because they want to know if it's the right tool for them, as in, would you recommend it? So with all that under the bridge, let's talk about you personally. What do you do?
I have a small upholstery business called the Brass Tack, and we do reupholstery on older pieces as well as custom building pieces of furniture.
How long have you been at it?
31 years.
All right. And so, hey, you know what? The reason actually I called you up originally is because of the name, the Brass Tack. I'm thinking, well, we have a decorative tack nailer right here, so you'd be perfect, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
So what did you use this for?
I used it on a wooden dining room type chair. Mm-hmm. We had nails outlining the inside back, the seat area, and the outside back.
Okay, so how would you usually do that?
By hand, actually. Yep.
Really?
Grab a handful of nails, place it, start hitting, and keep moving right along.
Okay, well then let's talk about this and how it performed.
Doing this, I probably did it in 1/3, if not sooner. I did it in a very short period of time.
Learning curve on it?
It took about 15, 20 minutes to get the feel, where it's placing, how to place the gun, but that was from opening the box to starting with it.
Okay, so is there anything about it that caused you any sort of consternation?
The only thing was when I worked next to an edge of wood, decorative wood, that the ram, when this the nose opens up to release the head of the nail, it would hit the wood.
Okay.
So it would put little marks to it, so you almost have to be careful in that area.
Okay, and I see, you know, there's a door for jam clearing right there. Did it jam on you at all?
In the head, no.
Okay.
No, the jamming I got was more in the loading area. The nails were spinning and going in there, but then one would stop right at the opening. We found that to be the bottom by the very point of the nail had a burr on it, so
that could have been just a manufacturer's defect.
yeah,
on the
thinking that
nails.
that batch of nails had burrs where not all of them have it like that.
Okay, well, see, that's all good insight, though, because that might be the ghost in the machine, but your insight about working up close to something when that opens up, that's just a heads up for people, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. Well, that leads us into design pretty seamlessly, so let's get back to the magical moment of loading it up, because we're talking about a lot of little nails with sharp points on them. How does it all work?
Opens up easily, and then with a box of nails, you just place it in there. It holds approximately 100 nails.
Okay.
And then replace it.
Yep.
And lift it back up.
Okay.
That's it.
And then how do they get out to the point here?
With the air regulator here, you can open it up, it'll spin them, and then it loads in a track, and they actually heads up, will load right down the track, and then loads into the shooting area.
Okay, and because it is an air tool, the exhaust has to go somewhere. Let's talk about that.
It vents away from you, so you're not getting a blast of air in the face.
Okay. And you know, it's in your hand. It seems like it fits you pretty well. Is it pretty universal, do you think? I mean, if a guy's got giant hands, is it going to work? Or?
Yeah, there's enough space in here, and then it's got a nice safety trigger on it that you have to release. So
Yeah, talk to me about the balance and the weight.
the balance is very good. Weight's very nice. It's very similar to one of my normal staple guns.
Okay.
So it's slightly heavier. And then in placing, like I say, you can see down to the tip.
Right.
You can work right along.
Okay.
Give it, shoot, 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 shoot. Maybe not quite that fast because you want to place it, but it felt like I was doing it that fast for the first time using it.
Okay. Well, then let's talk about the quality of it, because you know everybody wants their tools to last a long time. What's your thought on this? Is it going to go the distance?
I like it. I like it. I mean, it looks very, machined very well. It's not something that's just cobbled and put together. It's got a lot of thought put into it. I like the on-off here. This is just a nice little feature.
Right.
So that you can turn it off if you do have to reload with some more decorative nails.
Yeah, okay. And so then the value proposition. Do you think it's worth what they charge for the amount of work you're going to get out of it?
I would. I mean, for my shop, with how much I do with decorative nails, I like it. For the weekend hobbyist, it might be a little bit too much, but.
Okay. Yeah. But if you're in the business of putting in decorative tacks, then this might be the way to go.
Yep, saves a lot of time.
Cool. All right. Hey, man, thanks for all the good information, because at the end of the day, that's all you're looking for. That's why you searched us out. And thanks for doing that, because we bring you real stats from real people to make it real easy to figure out which tool is right for you.